What's poppin', everybody? It's been a while since I've done a video. I think the last time I did a video for y'all was probably over a week ago, if not maybe like 2 weeks. So just a quick update on everything that's been going on. I took a little bit of a break just because I needed a break. And then when I was about to start doing readings again, I got pretty sure it was a pretty bad sinus infection. It's the only thing I can explain it as. I'm pretty sure I got a really bad sinus infection because I've had one before and it's pretty similar. So you can probably hear it in my sinuses a little bit still, but I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling back to normal. I'm able to get back to work. I finally went back to work like last night for a little bit and feeling good again. So I got started on the daily readings again on Instagram, which, by the way, welcome. If you're on Instagram from YouTube, welcome, by the way. It's nice to see a bunch of people showing up, and a bunch of people have been showing up on this page while I've been gone. And so I don't think I'm going to be able to get the monthlies out for you because we're already like halfway through the month, just about. And I'm just now getting back into stuff, and I still have some other things I have to figure out before I get into doing a bunch of readings like that. But I did want to hop on and just do a reading for you guys. It's just going to be a regular collective love reading. I'm in a space now where I'm really trying to stay away from particular labels like twin flame, soulmates. They can be really convoluted sometimes, and I feel like a lot of the times we try to place those labels onto people because we want to, and not because they actually resonate. And not to say that your experiences aren't valid or anything like that, but just from my own, not only from my experiences, but from the conversations I've been having with multiple people about stuff about like this, like just those types of connections, definitions of those connections, and just the general nature of it is really just changing my perspective, and I'm in a different space now compared to where I was when I was doing these readings before I took my little break and got sick. So that said, we're just going to do the usual. We're going to do the intuitive shuffling. It'll still apply to the usual, your person, in you, and in betweens, and whatever comes up. So same type of reading, just not going to be labeling it like, oh, twin flames, that. Just going to be a regular love reading. And if counterparts come out, that's cool. I'm not going to go looking for that, but if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Regardless, it'll resonate for you if it does, regardless of your situation. But another side note, I did finally get some better audio quality. I don't know if you can see. It's my little mini, it's just literally headphones. It's headphones that has a microphone on it. So I got better audio quality because some of y'all were a little bit angry about the audio quality. And understand, I don't think you guys were angry, but you guys were mentioning something. So I finally got something. It's going to be finally mono for you guys, so you're not going to have the weird stereo audio that you had before, because it was literally just Bluetooth in my car. If I tried to do the regular audio on my phone, it was even quieter. So this should be a lot better for you. So let me know in the comments if it does sound better, and if you have any recommendations of like decks you want me to use, or maybe like a different kind of microphone that you think would work for like this type of setup, then just let me know and I'll look into it. But I'm hoping this sounds better for you guys, and I'm looking forward to doing these readings. I literally got sick like right after I got the headphones, and I was about to start doing all the readings again, and then I was like, oh, I have to actually take a break, and so I had to take quite a long break. But we're back, and we're going to be doing the reading for you guys. So we're going to take a deep breath, we're going to say a prayer, and we'll get started. We're going to be closing out, by the way, with same decks, Dragon Tarot and Magical Spell cards. Pray to God, Spirit, my gods, my angels, my ancestors, please help myself and the collective see the clearest messages for the highest good of all involved in our love and relationships for a timeless love reading. And yeah, you don't even have to watch it whenever it's put out. Whenever you watch it is whenever it will resonate. So yeah, man, we're just gonna like do the usual and just like shuffle up. Oh, nice. I think that's sorry, there's a nice car right next to me. They just pulled up right next to me. What car is that? Super nice. Oh yeah, I think it's trying to figure out what model it is. It's really nice though. But hold on, guys, I have to actually block off my seats. We did get some cards though. We got some cards. I need to block off my seats. Okay, so excuse me. Yeah, I was sitting on one of the cards. All right, guys, so here's what I'm seeing, right? We have, oh my God, I don't know if you can tell, but I just like smashed my card. I accidentally sat on it when I was doing all the stuff. That sucks. Oh my God. person is speeding through the parking lot. They're like driving through all the spaces all crazy. Anyways, so we have the Three of Swords, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So starting out, man, I feel like you guys are in this space of really moving away from heartbreak. That can be moving into a new relationship here, a new type of commitment with somebody. It doesn't necessarily have to be a full-on like moving in, getting married commitment, but this kind of energy here with the Eight of Pentacles tells me that there is a mutual decision between you two to not only move away from things that are keeping you in a space of heartbreak, but move forward in a way with each other that's going to allow you to build something mutual. When I see the Eight of Pentacles in a reading, specifically in a love reading, is this energy of wanting to see things build. I mean, the Seven of Pentacles energy is like a patience, right? It's like a planting the seeds. The Eight of Pentacles to me is like a harvesting type of energy. It's the energy of things coming to fruition. Maybe a little bit slow to start, but it does look like it is a stable connection, okay? This could be just the energies between you and your person, though. Yeah. We're going to go to the bottom of the deck for now, like we usually do. Bottom of the deck readings, they seem to work out really well, but we're going to be doing the bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups reversed. Very selfish type of energy when I see this. It's this energy of emotional codependency, lack of emotional vulnerability due to the fact that there is a fear of getting hurt. This to me can represent the fear of repeating certain cycles in a relationship. I do feel like whatever connection you're in right now, these are the things that are coming up. And I feel like this is why you're in this Three of Swords space in the connection. It's like it's this energy of like you guys have started something new, and you guys are recognizing you kind of want the same things, and you're working towards that. But there's a lot of fears coming up in both of you right now, and I feel like that has a lot to do with the things you've been through in the past. Nine of Cups to me in the reverse, and this particular reading feels like an energy in which you have essentially moved away from something that was painful, and that is still lingering in your energy, right? Yeah, the Four of Cups reverse. If you guys remember me talking about this card, this has to do with learning the lessons that you learned when it was in the upright. When I see the Four of Cups, that to me is like, when it's in the upright, that's like emotional malaise, at an emotional standstill, but I feel like you're moving out of that, right? You're moving out of that standstill phase. You're in a new phase of this relationship in which you're not only learning from the past, but you're learning how to apply that to this relationship in a way that's going to be healthy for both of you, okay? Moving on to the next one, we do have the Emperor here. This could definitely be a counterpart, right? This could be your masculine if you do resonate with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to go too much into twin flame stuff. I know I did a lot of particular twin flame readings in the past, but I'm trying to move away from the labels and the titles. The reason I say so, guys, is because a lot of the times you will meet people that are going to, it's going to be healthy and genuine, and it's something where it's like you can place a label on it, but if you place a label on it like twin flame, soulmate, a lot of the times it's going to take away from the authenticity being presented to you, and a lot of the times you'll try to fit it into the box of is it this, is it that, and if it's not this, if it's not that, then I should just not do it, right? And it's always this thing, I feel like a lot of the times we find ourselves stuck in toxic situations reminiscent of this kind of energy, right? We find ourselves in this kind of situation, maybe from the past, where we say, oh, this is our person, this is our masculine, and it's okay that it's extremely emotionally abusive, or they ghosted me, or they did this, or they did that. And if you're okay with that kind of behavior and you feel like you want to tolerate that for what we can understand to be the twin flame journey, then I would, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I personally do not accept that kind of behavior in any relationship that I'm in, regardless. And I feel like whoever it is you're dealing with is representing the healthy aspects. But as somebody, I feel like they're keeping a lot to themselves right now. This does feel like your person, right? This could be your masculine counterpart. This could just be somebody who is more masculine in nature. It doesn't have to be gender specific, but it does feel like they're in this space of keeping a lot to themselves, working on their empire, building their empire, focusing on their finances. But it does feel like they do have that desire for, what would you say, commitment with you. They do want to build this with you. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's a little bit slow to go, but it's something where it's solid, it's stable. And a lot of the times you'll come to find that these solid and stable relationships, they do take time to grow. And it's not something that's going to just come together overnight. There's going to be things that have to be talked about. There's going to be difficult conversations about the past, about maybe how you've hurt each other so far in the connection. And if both people are willing to show up for those conversations, I think it really does bring a nice sense of stability here with the Emperor, okay? Yeah, and I just feel like, again, it is a more masculine energy with the King of Cups, and it's going to represent your person again. Somebody who does have strong feelings for you, but they just keep a lot of that to themselves, right? And I feel like they do that for a reason. It's this energy of, I feel like they have been through so much in the past that they're just afraid of opening themselves up to somebody after they've already been so heartbroken. And that's kind of why I feel like the way these cards came out, right? We had them come out like this, okay? So we had the new beginning, the building, but then we have the Three of Swords in the middle. And so I feel like this is just reminiscent of why things are moving slowly, because there are the fears of being hurt and keeping their emotions to themselves because of that as well. We're gonna go ahead and pull another bottom of the deck card though. Yeah, so Two of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like a decision has been made. I don't feel like there's really any juggling right now. I just feel like things are just moving slow for a reason. And so it's like, it may look like the person is indecisive. It may seem like they're not really, they're like, I don't know, but it's not because they don't know. It's because they do know, but they're afraid of telling you that. It's almost like this energy of they're afraid of really truly opening up to this connection, because again, this could be you or them. It could be both. 1111 on the counter. It feels like there's an energy of both people being hurt. If you want to look at the twin flame journey, you can go like false twins, right? And you want to talk about false twins, they're very reminiscent of karmic partners, and then your true twin will look a lot like the false twin, but they won't be very karmic in nature, and they will show up and they will do the work, and it may not always be easy. It may be very triggering at times, but it is something stable here. This is a stable offer being made to you. It's a stable relationship being presented to you. And so I think the universe is asking you right now, like, what do you truly want? With this Two of Pentacles reverse, this relationship is being brought into your life, and no relationship is going to be perfect. No person will ever be perfect. But if you truly want to build with this person, it looks like it's just going to need a little bit of patience and understanding that whatever this is like an illusory energy to me. It's like the illusion of choice. It's this energy of like, if you really truly align with yourself and you know what it is you want, there's really no decision to be made, because the right things will align with you, and you'll know exactly when they do and don't align with you. And if you get into a space in the relationship where you feel like things are not aligning, look at how you're participating in the relationship. What are you doing, saying, or how are you moving in a way that is either reflecting your new reality that you want to be on, or the old karmic aspects that you have been in. Keeping in mind, when you have this type of connection in your life, it is going to trigger you. It is going to put you in this energy, and it's going to force you to not only look at the ways you have sabotaged yourself in the past, but look at the ways in which you can build in the future and in the present that are going to lead to that commitment that we just saw. Yeah, so the King of Wands reverse. Again, I just feel like this is the past energy, right? This is the past person that, one or both of you were dealing with. This could be your person in this energy. It could be them. It could be an immature type of energy. It could be somebody who's very self-centered. It could be somebody who is really just willing to do whatever it takes to come out on top, even if that means bending the truth. And that was something that came out in like a story reading that I did on my Instagram. But again, it's this energy of like, it does feel like a past person. It just feels like the energy of the person, not necessarily the person itself. And it feels like the energy you're both working through and moving past. I don't know if I said energy so many times in a row. I feel like that's all I'm saying in this reading, but it's just true. So it's like, yeah, it's this energy. Yeah. Okay. Every time I say it, I'm just going to think of that now. It's this energy of really moving out of this energy. I can't say energy without laughing. Let me take a sip of water. Hold on. You notice I have water this time. I don't have my drink. I'm cutting back on my caffeine. I haven't had anything since maybe 2 days now. And I had a really bad caffeine withdrawal yesterday. I had such a bad headache, my God. It was so terrible. But aside from that, I'm really trying to cut back on the caffeine because I was drinking way too much. So yeah. Anyways, King of Wands, take that energy out of here. Ooh, some stuff flipping out. Yeah, with the Ten of Wands reverse, guys. So it just feels like your person is having trouble letting go of this, right? It feels like they're having trouble letting go of this. We're going to talk about this for a second. When I do see the Ten of Wands reverse, this can represent something becoming so burdensome to the point where it is putting them in this energy, but it is also almost a refusal to let go of the burdens. When the 10 is in the upright, yes, it is a very burdensome energy, but it's because you're coming to the end of the burdensome times. And it's not that the energy isn't burdensome itself, but it's almost like this desire to not want to be in that space anymore. And I feel like that's why this is here in this reading. It's like, not only is this a past energy that's coming through, but this is a past energy that is influencing the connection. just through sheer determination to not face the truth or the heartbreaks that are being presented, not because there's a desire to not face them, but because they are difficult to face, especially when you have somebody in your life that is, representing healthy stuff for you, they're reflecting healthy aspects back to you. A lot of the times you might find yourself falling back into this space because it is comfortable. And I feel like that's kind of the energy here. This relationship here that we're seeing, very solid offer, very committed offer, something very long term that is going to lead to a lot of happiness between you two. However, it is going to force you to really look at this part of yourself and how it is affecting this relationship, okay? It feels like this goes both ways. We're going to pull some cards though. We're going to do some shuffling this time. So what else does collective need to know about the situation? Alright. We got a few cards here we'll talk about. This is not bad though. Alright. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of a story time. We haven't done the story time in a while, so let's everybody gather around, grab your drinks. We're going to be doing story time. So, we have the Two of Wands reversed, okay? Two of Wands reversed to me is a decision being made. When it's in the upright, there is a sense of being at a crossroads. There is a sense of not knowing which way to go. This could also represent not making a decision, but in this situation, it feels like a decision has already been made, right? The reason I say so, guys, is because we do have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups can represent the decision to move away from third-party energy, especially with the Two of Wands reverse. To me, that just represents like not either you or your person or both deciding not to participate in this kind of energy anymore, not wanting to live that kind of lifestyle, not wanting to be this King of Wands reverse anymore, but wanting to be the Emperor and the King of Cups, wanting to be emotionally mature, wanting to be a stable person to provide that in the relationship. It's not a bad energy. It's really, really good. I feel like moving into a really healthy space for you both, okay? That's why I feel like the Three of Cups is here, because we're getting a dual story. It's this energy of not only celebrating, again, a very celebratory energy. Naturally, the Three of Cups is like a celebratory energy. It could be with friends, family, whatever. But I feel like you may be talking about this relationship to your friends, and they may be very happy for you. They may be actually excited for you to see that you do have somebody in your life that is causing you to feel like you are in this space. I feel like I need to get like a hanger and just like hang those cards there or something like. But anyways, moving on, we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, so this is a new beginning with somebody. This can be somebody younger than you, but this could also be the fact that it's just fresh. It's new. This is something that came out in some of the dailies maybe a couple days ago, a few days ago. It's this energy of like, this is really, really new, fresh, celebratory, happy, emotionally secure, something that's going to lead to healthy emotions. Just because you're working through some tough parts of the relationship does not mean you cannot get to this space. I feel like this energy is what is needed to get to this space, because we have the Wheel of Fortune. And when I see the Wheel of Fortune, I can see a few different things. I can see, this is karmic in nature. This can represent clearing out karmic cycles. This can represent being a fated connection, divinely guided connection, almost a divinely decreed, which is not any different. Excuse me, but this is something that's really, really good for both of you, it feels like. Because we're moving into the world, and again, these two energies are just like, this is a divinely fated connection, closing out some major cycles, and that's kind of, I feel like the energy we have all been in. When I was tapping into some of the readings for the collective, we were really letting go of some major, major cycles. All of us, every single one of us, the masculines, the feminines, regardless of what you resonate with, regardless of your gender, we were moving out of some very tough stuff. And I feel like we are now on the other side of that, and a lot of us are now entering into unions. We are entering into new relationships, and it's a really beautiful energy that I'm seeing the collective in, because for such a long time, it was such a heavy energy we were going through, and we were just all going through this together, let's be honest. A lot of you in the comments were really reflecting back to me and really showing up for me in times when I really needed you. And so I really appreciate that, because there was times where I really did feel alone in the journey, but a lot of you reflected back to me that I was not alone. And so now I feel like we're coming into this space and where we're getting that same reflection, but in the physical. I feel like it was in the 5D for so long, and now it's really manifesting into the 3D, right? A lot of things are coming to fruition. They may not always be easy, and we may have to consistently show up for them in order for them to continue to be maintained, but it's still here. It's here for you, and that's kind of what I'm seeing. right? And it's like the conflict is no longer here with the Five of Swords reverse. It's like, yes, there could be conflict, but I feel like, again, it's going back to that energy of the Two of Wands reversed and the Two of Pentacles reversed. It's like, if you know what you want and you're in alignment with that, it's not going to be any conflict for you. It's just not, because you know what it is you want. And so if you see that reflected back to you, there's really no choice as to whether to move towards or away from it, because you already know that if it's there and you want it, then it's yours. Not in the sense of like you own it, because nobody owns anything really at the end of the day, but it's the energy of like, hey, you can get out of your, well, I don't even feel like I need to say that. I feel like you've already gotten out of your head. I don't feel like you're really conflicted about this. I feel like you know that this is for you. I feel like you know that this relationship is for you. And it's just a matter of, you know, believing in that and showing up for that. You know what, I don't even want to say believing in it, because it feels like you already believe in it, and that's why it's here. You've chosen to give into your beliefs and the faith and everything that we talked about, and now you're no longer conflicted because you trust yourself and the divine so much that you can trust this relationship, right? And we're going back to the Two of Wands reverse, okay? So I'm going to go back to the bottom of the deck though, because we do have the Death card, okay? And so this is a card that came out for today's daily message. I do not know if I will get this reading out. Probably going to be out tomorrow, which, well, by the time I put this out, it will be today's tomorrow. And so the daily message would have been yesterday, which would be today's today, or tomorrow's today. Tomorrow's yesterday, today's today. But anyways, this is the energy that was coming out. It's the Death card. And this is the energy of transformation. This is the energy of really moving away from anything that was not serving you. And I feel like when I say that, I mean moving away from things that may have been keeping you disempowered. That's not to say that there aren't things in your life that you can move away from that aren't serving you, but it's to move away from things that aren't, I don't even know what I'm saying. I just kind of went off on a tangent that didn't make sense. Just going back to the Death card. Sorry guys, this is my first reading in a while, and I'm still like, I'm finished resting up and still a little bit in a healing phase physically from everything that happened. So, but it's this energy again of really accepting the transformations in this relationship. I feel like that's what's being presented. That is what came through in the reading. It's the decision to either continue to build with this person, to transform the heartbreaks that have been occurring between you two, for the Three of Swords that we had, continue to build with them, or you can move in a new direction, and it is really up to you. But the energies in this reading are basically showing me that, hey, the overall consensus here is you have a new relationship that you're entering. This is maybe in the beginning phases with somebody. There may be a little bit of conflict, but that is natural. There may be some past issues coming up because of things that have happened in the past. But it looks like you guys are, I can't do my fingers this way. I don't know why. I have to do it like this. So boom, boom, boom. And it just feels like you guys are really moving into a healthy space because this transformation is taking place. It is divinely guided transformation, right? It is this energy of really letting the divine step in and do what it needs to do to bring this connection to where it needs to be, should you decide to continue to move that way. Because the High Priestess reverse tells me you need to trust your intuition a little bit more, right? Trust that if you trust in this person, you trust in this connection, you trust in the divine, your intuition will be on point. If you do pick up on something, you don't always have to speak about it. You can keep it to yourself if you want. But if you feel comfortable enough with your person to talk about it, then bring it up. And if they're showing up, then that's great. But at the same time, you know, also learn to process these things on your own, and maybe not always rely on your person or somebody else to help you process things. Learning to take emotional accountability and learning to be emotionally independent. And by doing so, that's going to allow the interdependence to grow in your connection. Okay, one last card. We have the Fool. I think that's a beautiful way to end the tarot, because it's like just a reminder that like this is something new that is happening, and that's what this death is leading to. It is leading to a rebirth of this connection. This may be somebody you have been in union with for a little bit. Maybe you've been talking for a little bit. Maybe you've met. Maybe you haven't. Regardless, it is looking like that death energy, and is basically, okay, let me say, that death energy is leading to this transformation and is leading to this new beginning in this relationship. The only thing I really feel like you need to do is trust a little more in your intuition, trust a little more in the process, and just let things happen as they do. And it's not always something where you have to control it, right? It's this energy of like letting things unfold as they do, following your guidance as we always speak about, and trusting in the process, guys. We're going to go ahead and get a closing energy here with the magical spell cards. All right, so bottom of the deck, guys, we have inspiration. Card 19 boiling down to a 10, which is representing, ending of cycles, beginning of new cycles leading to the 1. It says, Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. Right? So what I'm feeling like with this card is there needs to be a little bit of inspiration instilled into this connection. Does this connection inspire you to become a better person? Does it inspire you to want to build with this person? Does it inspire you to want to move in a healthier direction in your life? Keep in mind that like somebody that's healthy for you, just because there's conflicts does not mean that it is not a healthy relationship. There is such a thing as healthy conflict. But just one important thing I would say to look at is, does this person push you to grow? Have you become a better person mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically since you've connected with this person? Is this an inspiration to you? Do they inspire you to do better? I think that's an important thing to look at in this relationship right now. Because the first card is we have organization. We have never gotten this card. Card 42 boiling down to a 6. This can represent reconciliations. This can represent soulmate type of energy. Let's read the card though. It says purpose, planning, efficiency. Now come to me so easily, right? What I'm feeling like with this card, guys, we've never gotten this before, so it's pretty cool. I'm feeling like right now there's a lot of things being planned in the relationship. Because it is in the beginning phases, there are a lot of things that need to be worked through. I feel like you guys are compartmentalizing a lot of the different aspects of how this will fit into your lives. And there's a need to just trust that if you plan efficiently, right? If you have a purpose that you're searching for in this connection, you have a reason you're planning. If you do decide to plan and you do it efficiently, and there's open communication, then that is going to lead to this beautiful connection that has been blossoming for you here. I wouldn't say lead to it because it feels like it's already here, but it's going to help you manifest it further, right? Going into study here, this can be card 36 boiling down to a 9. This can represent cycles, starting of new cycles. It says, let my mind be clear and strong, let me study well and long. So yes, I feel like combined with the organization, this just feels like you guys may be planning something, right? You may be planning a trip, you may be planning a way to build your future together, you may be planning to move in, whatever it is. And I feel like you just need to do your research. I feel like both of you need to do your research about how it is you're both going to be able to provide for this relationship in a way that's a way that is balanced and the way that makes sense to both of you. And I think it's just going to take a lot of planning, right? And that's kind of the thing we're starting to see here with these connections that are coming into our lives, right? We were in this 5D space for a long time, and there's a lot of like working through the energies and working through the emotions, and now it's grounding into the physical. Now it's in a very masculine type of energy, and I feel like relationships as a whole will contain the masculine and feminine aspects and different areas that need to be worked through. But what I'm feeling like, guys, is like you are in this space of really working out the logistics of this relationship and just kind of trusting that process, right? Authenticity. This is a beautiful one. We're getting new cards here, which is really great because we were getting the same cards for a while, even for the monthly readings. It says, card number 10, again, closing out cycles, beginning of new cycles. It says, who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. Okay, so I just feel like this is the energy you both are embodying right now, learning to understand your worth, understand that you are both good enough for each other, and understanding that what it is you want is here for you so long as you maintain your authenticity. Be real with yourself, be real with how it is you feel, and be truthful with your partner. And that authenticity is what is going to allow you both to really build this beautiful connection here. It's really going to help you work out the logistics, guys. It is really, really, really nice energy. I just want to say, like, I'm very, very proud of you guys. We have come such a long way. If this resonates with you, I really hope that you can find this balance of authenticity, planning, and strategy that's going to help you build a solid foundation here. But that's all I got for you guys, man. If you want to see like daily stuff, I do readings on Instagram on my page. I just do like a reel. I don't do them every day anymore. I'm starting to do them maybe every other day now. It really just depends. I mean, again, I had to take a long break, but I am getting back into it. So yeah, if you want to see those, JS Tarot Service on Instagram, yeah, all that good stuff, man. Again, let me know in the comments like if you do like the new sound quality, because it sounds better to me, but I don't know. If I just want to know what you guys think. If you like it, if you don't, either way, I did it for y'all. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.